ladies and gentlemen, and hey, welcome to the Happy Valley Carter County Games of the Week presented by Venture Productions TV. I'm Chris Reddick, and guess what? We're back here at Happy Valley here in beautiful Elizabethton, Bayless Gymnasium, and we got another great matchup for you tonight. We're going to start with the Happy Valley girls as they take on Chuckey Doak. Both teams having a little bit of a struggle here in the beginning of the season, even though Happy Valley has 3 wins under the belt. Unfortunately, Chuckey Doak only has 1. This is a district game, and it's going to count. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back. And coming up, we'll talk a little bit more about Happy Valley and the Chuckey Doak girls basketball teams. And then we'll do the presentations, find out who our starters are. And guess what? We'll get games started right here on the Happy Valley Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by The Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Einsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network, and Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. For an inside look at Happy Valley basketball, head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Venture Productions Media Services. Tonight's halftime is brought to you by D&K Tax Service. For bookkeeping and income tax needs, call D&K Tax Service at 423-542-5393.
Are you concerned about your...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome back to the Happy Valley Carter County Games of the Week, presented by Venture Productions TV. I'm Chris Reddick, and like we said earlier in the opening, we've got a great game. Great atmosphere here as you see people beginning to start piling in. We've got Chuckey Doak fans on my end, and of course the Warriors are right across from me, and the girls are warming up on each side. You see the Warrior girls down there warming up. So let's get right into it and break some things down as we're about 8:30 away from kickoff time. So let's start with the Happy Valley Warriors. Of course, the Happy Valley Warriors are under the direction of head coach Rick Anderson. Rick Anderson, as I found out a couple of weeks ago on the Happy Valley Coaches Show, that I thought he had a little over 30 years of coaching experience, and we found out that he actually has over 40 years of coaching experience under his belt. And like I said, a lot of experience. As guess what? We're going to show you a new angle here. We got Tony Dell down low giving you some close-ups, so we're actually going to give you some on-the-floor action. So we're going to give you something a little bit different here tonight. So that's going to be exciting and fun to watch. However, Coach Rick Anderson has a team that's got 3 wins under their belts, but unfortunately they took a loss this past Tuesday. The Johnson County, real good game, real close game. Coach liked the improvement he saw out of his team. However, he was without a couple of his players. He was without Alex Moore and babysitter Addison Moore. So they did pretty good, holding their own. However, one of the things that we talked about on the broadcast that has been an Achilles heel for the Lady Warriors has been the turnovers. Turnovers has been something that's been detrimental for the Warriors, but Coach Anderson has looked to get things corrected, and it's a nice tonight to be able to show the capabilities of doing that. Also, some standout players that we're starting to see peak a little bit early that are young. One of them happens to be our Trophy Shop of Johnson City Player of the Week, and that is Miss Amelia Riddick. Amelia Riddick, she had an outstanding game. She's averaging about 9 points. She broke out in the last few games, had some double-digit games, and she is looking good as a freshman. And, she's filling some big shoes from Miss Kaden Anderson, who was the point guard that the Warriors, heavily miss, because she was also a big part of the offensive side of the court, as well as she did excellent defense. But I believe Coach Rick Anderson has something special in the freshman, and expect some big things out of Miss Amelia Riddick. And then also, he's got another young player, Jennifer Mutton. She also another outstanding player as well. Of course, you have the senior leadership with Ashlyn Summers, as well as junior Alex Moore, followed by also another junior. You got Shanice Gardner, the center, that does a great job of getting those rebounds. And like I said, coach is looking for a lot of pick-me-up in this team, and to be able to correct a lot of mistakes that's been made in the previous games. Of course, you got Aubrey Whitehead, as well as Kimber Pruitt, that also helps round out. And you can't forget, of course, sophomore Braylee Jarrett, also another exciting player for the Warriors that you got to look after. Chuckey Doak. Well, Chuckey Doak, guess what? They've got new coach. They no longer have Coach Donahue. He stepped out. So over the summer, stepping in for Coach Donahue is Tanner Early. Tanner Early, guess what? Speaking of Early, he started his first game off with an early victory. He's able to get his first win as head coach for the Chuckey Doak Black Knights with a big win over Kachia. So, unfortunately, after that, the next 4 games, Chuckey Doak has been struggling to get a win. Now, this Chuckey Doak team, they're going to be without a lot of players that you were probably familiar with last year. So he's kind of building a new brand and a new team. He has Carlin the guard and then Haley Siddell there to help lead the Chuckey Doak Black Knights. Of course, we're giving you some exciting low angles there with Tony Dell. He's going to be working those cameras for us, so we're excited about bringing that to you. So that's going to be something new. And it looks like, if I can pan a little bit over to my left, it looks like we kind of got a Santa Claus Grinch over there. I don't know if Tony can get a shot of that, but we got the Santa Claus Grinch hanging out there for the Warriors. So hopefully the Grinch is going to be nice to us and not naughty and help the Lady Warriors get a win. I guess what? Tell you what, when we come back, we're going to present to you the starters for both teams, and then we're going to continue with the tip-off right here at the Happy Valley Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by The Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. For an inside look at Happy Valley basketball, head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Venture Productions Media Services.
And welcome back. And you're just in time as we're getting ready to get the introductions and find out who the stars are for tonight's game.
As we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. For tonight's District game between the Chuckey Doak Lady Black Knights and the Happy Valley Lady Warriors. When they started for tonight's game, first for Chuckey Doak, a senior, number 1, Carleen Bishop. A senior, number 3, Crimson Bishop. A sophomore, number 12, William Myers. A junior, number 14, Chloe Kirkpatrick. And a sophomore, number 24, Haley Seidel. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Lady Warriors. Our guard, 5'3" freshman, number 12, Amira Winnie. Our guard, 5'3" senior, number 21, Aubrey Whitehead. Our forward, 5'7" sophomore, number 24, Kimber Pruitt. Our forward, 5'11" junior, number 20, Alex Moore. And forward, 5'9" senior, number 31, Ashton Summers. Warriors are coached by Rick Anderson, who is assisted by Jeremy Maddox and Dylan Nichols.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have our starters for the night from both teams. So, Coach Rick Anderson getting his team together and getting ready to hopefully look to get their first conference victory for tonight's game. As we stand by for the tip-off, and Chuckey Doak ends up with the ball first. Bucket up. Chuckey Doak with the rebound. Fight for the ball is the Warriors, and now Alex Moore has the ball. And Riddick running the point guard there for the Warriors. She passes it off to Junior Moore, back in the hands of Riddick. Riddick only just a freshman. And one of the leading scorers. She's a big threat there for the Warriors as they try to get it inside, but it was taken away from Chuckey Doak, and they come coast to coast but miss. All kind of Warriors there to get the rebound. As Moore ends up with it, passes it off to Riddick. Riddick penetrates inside. She goes up, missed. And Summers with the rebound. Pruitt to Riddick. Riddick back to Summers. She gets ready to pass to Moore, and it ends up back in the hands of Riddick. Riddick drives with the left, but loses it. Take it away, and then here we go already early. Turnovers already being a problem as we got our first foul tonight. That's Aubrey Whitehead caused that foul. That's her first foul for the night.
At the line for Chuckey Doak for 3 free throws, number 14, Chloe Kirkpatrick. Foul is on number 21, Aubrey Whitehead. Her first, 3 first.
First attempt for Chuckey Doak missed. I'm trying to find out who's there on the line. Second bucket made. And here we go. Warriors down by 1. I'll try to make sure that I keep up giving you the score. We don't have the scoreboard up. We had to sacrifice and decided to use the camera for the low angle as Summers missed the layup. And here comes Chuckey Doak with 6:23 left here in the first quarter as they're up 1-0. And ball is blocked by multiple Warriors. Riddick there with the hustle. She's fast. She's quick with the ball as she slows things down for the Warriors. And here comes Kimber with the shot. Missed. Chuckey Doak. .53 under 6 minutes left. Just 1-0. One bucket made, and that was from the free throw from Chuckey Doak. Nice pass inside, but missed. And it's going to be jump ball call. Possession is going to the home team, Warriors. Chuckey Doak putting the press on early. But the Warriors almost able to break it, but Chuckey Doak ends up with the ball, and once again, turnovers are becoming a problem here early for the Warriors. And Riddick ends up with the ball. Riddick, actually, outstanding player in all aspects. She averages, as I'm talking about her, she just about gets the ball ripped away. She fights for the ball. Ends up in the hands of Chuckey Doak. Chuckey Doak off and up. Missed.
Jaden Myers at the line for Chuckey Doak for 2 free throws.
So Jaden Myers
That was on number 21, Aubrey Whitehead.
on the line.
Second.
And Jaden makes her first shot. Second attempt, up. And missed, rebound by the Warriors. And here comes Riddick, and the Warriors pass off to Summers, the senior. She stops, drops, takes a shot. The bounce doesn't go her way, but a nice putback. Kimber Pruitt with the nice putback for the Warriors to give them 2. We're all tied up 2-2 here in the first quarter. 3-point shot attempt, nothing but net. Bishop with the 3-pointer. So we're looking at 5-2. As once again the ball gets ripped. And here come, Chuckey Doak. Missed shot. Warriors now with the ball. So Pruitt has the only bucket for the Warriors at this time as they're down 3 points. Moore now with the ball. Pruitt swings it to Summers. Summers loses it. Able to pick up a dribble. She looks to be challenged, stops, picks a dribble up. Say trapper. But they're going to call jump ball. The possession is going to go to Chuckey Doak.
Timeout, Happy Valley. 30-second timeout.
Happy Valley is going to take a timeout, I guess what, just 30 seconds. So we're going to hold it tight right here with Chuckey Doak holding on to a 3-point lead. Let's give this opportunity, since we're not going to break, to be able to thank our sponsors. We want to thank D&K Taxes. You know, tax season's coming up. If you want to get your taxes done right, you need to holler at D&K Tax Services. Also, people are always looking for a good deal on insurance. Guess what? You need to check out Dennis McKesson State Farm Insurance, located in Johnson City, Tennessee. And hopefully coming up a little bit later, we're going to hear from the Network King, Lily Williams, as he has the Network King Travel Agency. He should be my co-host here in the second game when the boys play. All right, let's get back to the action. Chuckey Doak with the ball. And here they come. Ball knocked out of bounds. Going to stay in the possession of Chuckey Doak. 5-2 to score, under 4 minutes. Oh! And one possibility for Chuckey Doak. So Myers with the bucket. Seven to 2. That makes it 8-2, so the and one is complete. And here come the Warriors. And here comes Riddick up and in for 2. Amila Riddick for 2. And that's going to give 4 points for the Warriors. It's Amila's first bucket, or excuse me, Amila's first bucket. Just down around the 3-minute mark. Warriors down by 4, 8-4 lead for Chuckey Doak. Look to pass it inside. Chuckey Doak tries to make a move. Good pass inside, up and just missed. And here come the Warriors with the rebound. And into the game right now, we have Brayley Jarrett, sophomore, for the Warriors. Shot taken, 3-point attempt, missed by Jarrett. Jarrett, one of the good 3-point shooters for the Warriors, missed that first attempt. 2:28 left, and we got Chuckey Doak holding on to the 8-4 lead here in the first quarter. Moore throwing the ball in. Riddick. Ball gets loose. Riddick able to retrieve it. She stops, drops, and bucket made by Amila Riddick. Miller with 4 points to lead the Warriors. Only now down by 6. Chuckey Doak has a 2-point lead. Shot missed, but the rebound by the Black Knights. Second attempt up, missed. Ball saved by the Warriors. And Mutton now in the game. Jennifer Mutton in the game for the Warriors now. She type of athlete that adds a little spark for the Warriors. She's capable of putting points to the board as well as getting some good rebounds. Good all-around player for the Warriors. She ends up with the ball. Moore swings to Riddick. Riddick looks to go in with the left, but loses it. But Shanice Gardner there to save it. As Jennifer now swings it to Moore. Moore has it in the corner. She's looking to try to go inside, but Shanice Gardner does find it. Shanice goes up, and the possible and one for Shanice Gardner. Give her two, and the game is all tied up 8-8 Warriors. And this could give the Warriors the lead, as Shanice Gardner is now on the line for the Warriors. So that's Shanice's first bucket for tonight. She's another one that can add a spark to her game when she comes into the game, as you see, as we wait for the first attempt for Shanice. Ball up and in, and she completes a three-pointer. There we go. Warriors now with the lead with 1:22 left. 9-8, and Coach Rick Anderson is loving what he's seeing right now, as the Warriors have brought themselves back into the game and now take the lead by one over Chuckey Doak. We're just now approaching a minute just before the end of the first quarter. Nice crossover move there, Chuckey Doak. Air ball. Rebound by Pruitt. And here comes Aubrey Whitehead. She stop drops, takes a three, and the bank is open on the weekend. Aubrey Whitehead to extend the lead for the Warriors. 45 seconds left. The Warriors have a 12-8 lead. Aubrey Whitehead charged with another foul. 14 fouls already for the Warriors. A little smack there, but nothing called. Chuckey Doak going for the three-pointer, miss. Good position there for Moore with the rebound. She passed it off to PG. Riddick. She brings it down. Riddick leads all scorers with 4. 12-8 lead with just about 20 seconds left in the game. Jarrett back to Pruitt, back in the hands of Jarrett. Gets ripped away by Chuckey Doak. 10 seconds left, and they could go coast to go up and miss with 6 seconds left. Moore tries to find Riddick, but only 1 second left. She's going to have to toss it, but she decides to keep it, and we're going to hold it right there. 12-8. The Warriors take the lead here after the end of one. So guess what? When we come back, we're going to go into the second quarter. The Warriors lead 12-8. We'll be right back.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to the Happy Valley Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We have a great one here in the beginning of the second quarter, about to start. Fresh 8 minutes is now on the clock, as you just saw the Warriors break the huddle. Coach Rick Anderson seems to be happy with what he's seeing so far here in the first quarter, or after the first quarter. Into the second, they hold a lead, 12-8, 4-point lead for the Warriors. Myers stops, drops, shoots, missed. Chuckey Doak's able to get the rebound. Goes right off the foot, but able to be saved. Cross-court pass. Driving inside, up and in for the bucket, but travel call. That is a Network King travel agency travel called on the Black Knights. comes the Warriors. Riddick drives in with the left, and 2 points for Amila Riddick. She's getting all fired up with 6 points to lead the Warriors. That extends the lead 14-8. 6-point lead. It's a great defense there. She almost got a rip. Good pass inside, but taken away by Moore. Warriors able to cause a lot of turnovers and retrieve a lot of steals from the Black Knights. 6:40 left. Pass inside the Shanice Garner, but it just kind of bounces off her chest and goes out of bounds. Chuckey Doak bringing the ball in. And here we go. 14-8. Black Knights are down. Warriors with the lead. Oh, nearly taken away by Moore. Good defense by the Warriors. Shot taken, missed, air ball. May have been tipped. Travel, another Network King travel agency travel. And Coach Early, the new head coach for Chuckey Doak, not happy with what he's seeing. That's already the second travel call for Chuckey Doak. We're approaching the 6-minute mark, and with the left, good use of the left for Riddick. Moore was there for the putback, but that's going to send her to the line as she's fouled. Alex Moore, Jr.
Alex Moore is the free throw line for Happy Valley with 2 shots. That was on number 1.
Alex is still looking to get her first bucket for the night. She may be able to do that from the free throw line. Here's her first attempt. Up and just goes in for Moore. So 1 point for Alex. That makes it 15 for the team. 7-point lead as Alex takes her second attempt. The ball's up and does not get the friendly bounce. Here comes Chuckey Doak. Down by 7. Good pass. Good defense there by the Warriors as they're able to cause another turnover. And here come the Warriors marching it right down the court. Good ball movement. Riddick takes a long 3 and missed. Hits the rim hard. Comes off. Chuckey Doak now with the ball. Here they come. They're down by 7, and there's time for them to fire things up, and there you go. Just like that. Carly, number 1. For Black Knights. Moore lets the ball go, passes it. That missed shot was by Pruitt. Anyway, here comes Chuckey Doak, and Riddick's right there to take it away. The Warriors now hold on to a 4-point lead, under 5 minutes now. Missed shot by Moore. And here come the Black Knights looking to push it, drive it inside, but fouled. Looks like Gardner was not able to turn around in time and cause the foul. That's going to send the Black Knights to the line.
Myers at the free throw line for Chuckey Doak.
Myers on the line. She's going to get 2.
Number 33, Shanice Garner, her first.
Myers makes her first bucket. Second attempt, good. And Myers has 4 points for Chuckey Doak. If my math's right, I may be off a little. 15-13 lead, so Black Knights have climbed their way back into this game. Warriors now just holding on to a 2-point lead. Kickball call. That's going to keep it in the possession of the Warriors. The Warriors look to inbound the pass from Moore. Moore finds Jennifer. Jennifer throws it inside to Summers. Good look. And Summers not able to finish, but Moore was able to get the rebound. But here comes the Black Knights after the miss by Moore, and they travel down but miss a layup. But they're able to get the offensive rebound. And the Black Knights are now back into this game. Nice little jumper there. Wild shot there by the Black Knights. This goes up and over the rim. Now it's a fighting. A little tussle there, and it's going to be a possession call to the advantage of the Warriors. Well, the Warriors had a little bit of a rough start here early in the game. Was down by 4 at one point, but ended up taking a 4-point lead. After the end of the first, extended as many as 7, but now find themselves just holding on to a 2-point lead with just under 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Riddick takes a 3, miss. Moore right there. She does a great job getting those offensive rebounds, and there's the putback by Miss Alex Moore. Alex Moore now with 3 for the Warriors. With around 3:30 left, just before the half, Warriors now have the lead by 5, up 17-13. So once again, as we get another travel call on the Black Knights, that's another travel, Network King Travel Agency travel. Network King Travel Agency, if you're looking to book a trip, you need to contact the Network King Travel Agency. I believe they're looking to take a big trip in March. They call it the family reunion trip, where everybody's welcome to come. Of course, they'll give you a good rate if you'd like to tag along and be part of the family reunion crew, which the family is not just his family, it's all who are welcome. And Riddick, shot missed there, but she gets fouled. That's going to send her to the line. So Amila Riddick, 6 points for the Knights. She's going to get 2 attempts. 3:08 left here in the first quarter, or the first half. Here comes her first shot attempt. It's up and kind of rattles itself out. She's going to get another opportunity. As the team's up 4 points, she can't extend it to 5. She's able to make the second shot. And no luck, but Jennifer there with the putback, and that's going to give her 2. Jennifer has her first 2 for the night. Like I said, she's the type of player that she can add a nice little spark when she enters into the game, which that spark's now giving the Warriors a 6-point lead, 2:50 left here in the second quarter. Black Knights find themselves the foul on the floor, so that's going to keep it on the floor for the Black Knights, and timeouts called. Excuse me. Yeah, timeout called there. Mila charged with her second foul. This is 30-second timeout. We're going to check out the angle Tony's bringing to us. He's getting the low angle there. Got the Black Knight cheerleaders. So, like I said, we are sacrificing the scoreboard to present to you, testing our low camera angles. So, thank you to Tony Dell, who's working the camera down low. Give me those cool shots as the Warriors break the huddle. And Chuckey Doak will have the ball. As we got 2:39 left, they're down by 6, the Black Knights are. Warriors holding on to a lead before the half. And here we go. Black Knights able to get the ball in, but trying to throw it down low, but it's taken away by Jennifer, and Jennifer stops after taking the steal. Gives it up. Oh, nice down low pass from Summers to Moore for 2. Alex Moore now heating things up, 5 points for Moore. And now the Warriors have a 21-13 lead with 2:19 left here in the second quarter. Oh, another turnover by the Black Knights. Riddick now with the ball. And here she comes. She, I believe, leads the team with steals. Down to the 2-minute mark. Warriors now in control. Good pass to Jennifer. Jennifer takes the shot, missed. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay in the possession of the Warriors. Ward bringing the ball in. Foul called on the Warriors, so that's going to give the ball to the Black Knights with under 2 minutes left. They're down by 8. The Warriors holding on to a 21-13 lead here in the second quarter as it's about to wind down. Good pass inside from the Black Knights. Once again, this is the 4th travel. This is the Network King Travel Agency travel once again called on the Black Knights. And that's got to be frustrating for the Black Knights. .130 left. Riddick looks to find Shanice down low. Gardner goes up. Little too much juice on it, but right there for the putback is Pruitt. Pruitt knows how to do it, and she's got 4 points for the night. So well-balanced in scoring for the Warriors here as Riddick nearly rips it away from the Black Knights.
Foul on number 1, Carly Bishop, her second, team third.
All right, here come the Warriors. We got about a minute to go before the half. Moore at the top of the key, swings to Riddick, but sails a little bit over, so another unforced turnover. The Warriors have been doing pretty good without many turnovers, but you just saw it there with just about 58 seconds left. (23-13), now a 10-point lead, double-digit lead there for the Warriors. And I'm sure Coach Rick Anderson would love to keep it a double-digit lead, but ball gets loose, and Riddick's right there to almost take the steal, but it still falls back in the hands of the Black Knights. But Riddick right there, I mean, she's playing glue-type defense. Shanice Gardner with the big-time rebound, but she gets fouled as she falls to the ground, and that's going to send Shanice Gardner to the line. Shanice, at this point, has 2 points, and I apologize. That's only 14 fouls. I thought it was 5. Warriors are going to inbound the pass. This possibly may be their last shot that they take with only 23 seconds left here in the first half. Good pass inside to Pruitt. Moore at the top of the key. Riddick now with it. She takes a long 3. Missed with 4 seconds left, and here come the Black Knights. They got an opportunity to take the last shot. 1 second left, and they don't get the shot off. So you just saw opportunity for the Black Knights to be able to take the last shot, and they weren't able to do it. As we close out with the Warriors with a 10-point lead, 23-13. Guess what? We're going to take a break, a halftime break, and the halftime break is brought to you by D&K Tax Services. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv. for an inside look at Happy Valley basketball. Head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Venture Productions Media Services. Tonight's halftime is brought to you by D&K Tax Service. For bookkeeping and income tax needs, call D&K Tax Service at 423-542-5393.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, equipped with a friendly and highly skilled and certified staff, always ready to help you, whether as an individual, business, partnership, or if they treat you like family. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
This is the song you're looking for. Let her know something.
I felt like our wedding was so much fun.
Where did your daddy go?
Chris with Venture Productions did our ceremony, but the reception's what everyone else usually remembers.
Beyond my expectations, I must say Chris and Tony they made my night so much better because they played with the guests. They came the night before. Everyone felt home. I've never seen people dancing so much to this.
Party people, are you with it? We really know what's up. Are you ready to have some fun? Are you ready to turn it up? On the weekend, we go party. On the weekend, we have fun.
Chris and Tony, phenomenal. I give them a thumbs up.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cook. One of the best decisions I made and one of the most important was my entertainment. That is why I went with Chris Riddick from Venture Productions. He made sure from start to finish that my guests had the best time. And to this day, they're still talking about it.
Come on, Francis. Give us a clip. There you go.
I am Frances Cottrell, and we have hired Chris Reddick with Venture Productions to be the DJ for a 50th anniversary party. And we have had so much fun, and there's been about 130 people here, and all through the night I have had numerous people come and tell me that the DJ is wonderful and he's playing all the songs they want to hear, and that it's absolutely fantastic.
Tonight was amazing. My name's Austin, and the music was groovy, it was funky, it was fun. The whole night it was a great time, and I really enjoyed it. But you really hit the spot, and it was amazing.
Because there was so much going on the entire time. Because I told Chris I wanted everything with, games and dancing and everything, and I felt like that's what I got.
Kara, 3, 2, 1, let it go! Oh!
One of the things that was on our list was a DJ.
All right.
Our wedding planner actually recommended Chris to us, so Terrence was 100% on board and said yes.
Because if y'all don't know by now, you're about to find something out.
The music was flawless.
Kick it!
Nothing could have been more perfect.
It was really good. It was fun, and I think everybody that came to our wedding has told us that it was really good, and you couldn't sit down. It was just always people were dancing the whole time, and it was all different types of music put together, for everybody, and everybody had fun.
My name is Cassidy Morehouse. The wedding was awesome. Everybody was involved. The DJ was engaged the whole time and kept everybody up on their feet, so nobody just sat around. And overall, it was just a fantastic night. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Just like to say how great a job that Chris did at my daughter's wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Mr. and Mrs. Maxie, give them a big round of applause.
They kept everything energized. They kept everything moving. It was organized. I think everyone just had a great time. And a lot of that stems from the DJ work.
Chris made our night so special. He did a great job with the music and kept everything going. It was such a fun flow and just a fabulous night.
I would recommend Chris with Venture Productions because he really is a fun DJ. He is an actual good DJ.
I just want to thank Chris and Adventure Productions for an awesome night. They do a great job. I recommend them to anybody. Thank you so much.
I would recommend Chris Reddick to everyone I single know. I mean, really and truly, he's been wonderful for a DJ. He has played everything we have liked, and all of our friends have enjoyed it. It's been wonderful. Thank you.
I feel like Chris is very professional with all of his clients that he works for, and he gave me a day that I'll always remember.
Oh, there it is. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day. Yeah, yeah.
Venture Productions is thebomb.com. They're amazing, fun, and funky.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Join us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. for an inside look at Happy Valley basketball. Head girls coach Rick Anderson and head boys coach Shane Williams break down last week's action, preview upcoming matchups, and share their highlights with host Chris Reddick. Catch all the excitement live from Blue Moose Burgers and Wings in Johnson City, Thursday at 8 p.m. Streaming on Facebook at Rich Production Media Services.
Check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Happy Valley, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. And as you see, we missed free throws from Chuckey Doak, which they've added 2 more points. So now Warriors are holding on to a 8-point lead. But you see Riddick here to try to get the points back. So Riddick makes her first shot. Riddick having a pretty good game. That's 2 for her. So 8 points for Amelia Riddick. And back to a 9-point lead for the Warriors. Ball gets loose. Moore able there to get it for the Warriors as they get a steal takeaway. A minute's already gone by. Both teams have exchanged buckets, but on the free throw line, Riddick with the left goes up but gets it blocked. And here come the Black Knights pushing the fast break, stop, drop, and easy 2 for the Black Knights. Myers having a good game. She has 6 for the Warriors. For the Black Knights, bringing the Black Knights now within 7. Black Knights with the ball, 6:25 left, down by 7. And they're looking to creep back into this one. Almost steps taken there again by the Black Knights. Good ball movement there by the Black Knights, working it inside, but not able to hold on to it. The Black Knights, but foul call. That's Pruitt.
Foul number 24, Kimber Pruitt. Her first, second.
Kimber's first foul. Black Knights hold on to the ball. 2 team fouls already for the Warriors here in the third quarter. Ball falls off the fingertips of the Black Knights out of bounds with under now 6 minutes. As Moore gets the ball into Riddick. And Riddick, just a freshman. She was the trophy shop player of the week for the Warriors. We got the chance to sit down with Riddick at the Blue Moose, where we do the Happy Valley Coaches Show. Good pass in to Pruitt, but she loses it. And here come the Black Knights pushing the fast break. Wide open down low, but thought about it just a little too late. She had down low, number 3. But she thought about it just about a half second too late, or that could have been an easy score for the Black Knights. Good pass inside. Good bucket for the Black Knights. And my apologies, I'm still trying to get the names and numbers right here for the Black Knights. I couldn't find their official roster when I was setting things up. Anyway, a timeout called as the Black Knights bring it within 6, 5-10 left. The Warriors trying to hold on to a 5-point lead, 24-19. We'll be right back with more right after this. I'll tell you what, since it's just a 30-second timeout, we're going to hold on to it right here and just give thanks to our sponsors. Of course, we want to thank Dennis McKesson, State Farm Insurance. Dennis McKesson. Tell you what, if you're looking for a good deal, a good rate on insurance, whether it's car, home, even business, like my business, Venture Productions, hey, check out Dennis McKesson, State Farm Insurance. Of course, we want to say thank you to Mike Hines. Give a little shout out to Mike Hines. Mike Hines is our photo sponsor. He helps send some photos so we can make some great looking covers there for you as we promote the games like we did tonight. And I believe featured on the promo this week we had Aubrey Whitehead. So thank you to Mike Hines. Ball gets loose as they fight for the ground, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with the home team. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Warriors able to keep it. Taken away from the Black Knights. Good pass down low. Ball goes up and in. Possible 3-point play for Carly. To Carly. I believe Carly has 7, if my math's right. But anyway, that's going to give them 21. They're now only down by 3. This could make it 2 if she makes this. She's not able to complete the and 1. Summers with the rebound. 3 on her, but she's able to get the ball away. Put it in the hand of the point guard, Riddick. And Riddick with that quickness. Here she comes, but pass just a little too high for Pruitt. Pruitt not able to get that one. So that's going to give the ball back to the Black Knights. So they're now back into the game. At one point, the Warriors had a 10-point lead. This ball gets knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by the Warriors. And coming to the game, Jennifer Mutton. She comes in for Braley. Riddick with that tight D. She averages almost 4 steals a game. Oh, easy layup for Black Knights as they have cut it to 1. 4:26 left, and here comes Riddick. Ball goes in and out, but she's able to somehow flip it by getting the rebound, but it pushes into the hands of the Black Knights, and here they come looking to drive and take a lead, but Moore with a good defense and almost a steal. Moore putting on the tight defense, but once again, for the 5th time, the Network King Travel Agency travel is called on the Black Knights. And for some reason, the Black Knights are having some trouble with traveling tonight. Ball gets in to Riddick, gets blocked. Here come the Black Knights, wide open. So Bishop on the free throw line. She misses the first shot. Bishop, I believe, has 3 for the Knights. Second attempt for Bishop. Up and in. And that's going to tie the game up for the Black Knights. And ball nearly taken away.
Foul on number 12, Peyton Myers. Her second.
Warriors all tied up with the Black Knights. 3:42 left in this one. And somehow they're going to have to put points on the board. They've been hesitant scoring here in the third quarter, but it's been all Black Knights to this point. Nice crossover move there by Riddick. She goes up. No foul calls. The ball floats right out of bounds. And the Warriors able to keep the possession. Once again, thank you to Tony Dale with the low camera angles there. Give you a little bit different perspective tonight. Pass inside to Moore. She goes up and in. Alex Moore. Give her 6 for the night, and the lead for the Warriors now up by 2, 26-24. Three-pointer taken, and just like that, Myers with the 3 at the top of the key as it extends the lead to 1. And Myers, I believe, the lead scorer for the Black Knights. Myers, I believe, is now in double digits. And I believe she leads all scorers with over 10. Black Knights back with the ball in a 1-point lead. 2:50 left here in the third quarter. The Warriors going to have to find a way to get out of the funk that they're in right now. Not able to score. They were down beginning of the game by 4, then took a lead by 4, then extended the lead at one point at 10, and now they find themselves down by 1 here in the third quarter. Again, for the 6th time, the Network King Travel Agency travel called on the Black Knights. Warriors looking to get the ball in. Riddick gets it snatched away. And here come the Black Knights. Warriors able to keep the ball, get another opportunity as they get it in. Put it in the hands of the best ball handler. She lets it go to Shanice Gardner. Gardner makes a move, takes it up and in. Shanice Gardner with the potential and 1. And once again, Shanice Gardner with the timing is able to give the Warriors the lead with 2:11 left here in the third quarter. She did it a little bit earlier in the game, and it looks like she's possibly going to do it again for the Warriors. As this time, She completes the three-point play. Give her 5 points and a 2-point lead for the Warriors with 2:09 left here in the third quarter. Warriors had a nice triple team there down low when they got the ball in. They've been doing a great job. The Black Knights have working the ball inside. Rebound there by Jennifer, but it looks like it's going to be a jump ball called. And possession goes to the home team, so the Warriors get it. As they're now up by 2 with 1:53 left, 29-27. We got a good one here. So if you just tuned in, this game was at one point the Black Knights, and then it was all the Warriors, as Shanice Gardner just missed an easy layup. And then, all of a sudden, the Black Knights crawl their way back into the game. They were down by 10, take the lead, go up by 1, and then you just saw the amazing Shanice Gardner there complete a three-point play, and the Warriors up by 2. As they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of the VP Playback, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. Stay tuned.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by The Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv.
And welcome back to the VP Playback, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. And we are once again here in Bayless Gymnasium as the Warriors, the Lady Warriors, are holding on to a 2-point lead and now have possession of the ball as we just have under a minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Riddick gets the ball, drives inside, and she gets fouled. So that's going to send Riddick on the line. Mila leads the Warriors. That gives her 9 for the night. And Mila's second attempt, 30-27, 3-point lead. Hopefully to make it 4, but rims out. And here come the Black Knights. 1:15 left. Little motion play by the Black Knights as they're looking to find a way to work the ball inside. It's tight defense the Warriors are putting on the Black Knights is possibly going to force the Black Knights to hold on to it this last minute if they don't see a shot open. But driving inside is Myers, and she completes a possible 3-point play. It could be an and one for Myers, as she's been dangerous on the court and hard to stop for the Warriors. She brings it within 1. Myers completes the 3-point play, and guess what? This game is all tied up 30-30 with 49.3 seconds left before the third quarter comes to an end. Here come the Warriors. Working the ball. Up, missed. Shot by the Warriors. Summers there with the rebound. And somehow the Black Knights are able to hold on to it just enough to cause a jump ball. Possessions now will remain with the Warriors. Moore's got to get the ball in. She finds Riddick. 34 seconds left. Bounce pass. Beautiful shot. Taken there by Brayley Jarrett to give the Warriors a 3-point lead as we got 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that's Brayley's first three for the night. And she's one of those that once she gets cooking, she gets a hot hand, she can take off from the three-point line, and next thing you know, easy put 2 or 3 three-point buckets up. That one came at the right time as it now extends the lead to 3. As the Warriors in this whole third quarter have had a hard time keeping the lead as we've been going a little bit back and forth. Black Knights working inside. Ooh, hard foul there by Summers with 14.9 seconds left. That's going to send the Black Knights to the line.
At the free throw line for Chuckey Doak with 2 shots. Foul was on number 31, for Summers, her first.
So Richardson on the line. She makes the first shot. Second shot missed. Oh, ball taken away by the Black Knights as they're down by 2. That's going to put Bishop on the line. As you can see the score there with 8.6 seconds left. Bishop's first attempt, good. Bishop and the team now down by 1. And Bishop makes both free throws. 8.6 seconds left. We're all tied up. And here comes Riddick. And nice bounce pass in to Ashlyn Summers for her first 2 just before the buzzer. And that's going to give the Warriors a 2-point lead at the end of the third quarter. It's 35-33. Warriors with the lead. Guess what? We'll be right back with more of the BP playback. Carter County Games of the Week brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And look at there. We've got part Grinch, part human. As the Grinch Santa is hoping that he can deliver some goodies and help the Warriors keep a 2-point lead, maybe extend upon that and come out of here with a victory. So we're going to stay tuned and find out. The Warriors holding on to a 2-point lead. So here we go. Black Knights start the fourth quarter off. Let's see if they can possibly tie it or take the lead as they look to go inside. Shot goes up and in. Bishop. 4-2. Ties it up. So we're all tied up.
Foul was on number 1, Carleen Bishop.
And after Bishop scores, she turns around and causes a foul, but the Warriors keep the ball as the foul was on the floor. Long 3 by Riddick. And I don't know if she's hit a 3 yet tonight. And she's taken a few opportunities. My apologies there, I got choked up. Tied up 35-35 here in the fourth quarter. Crucial game for both teams as this is a conference game, and Rick Anderson would love to come out of Bayless Gymnasium with the victory. That would put them at 1-1 if he's able to do it. But right now he's got a lot of work to still do where the team's all tied up. Moore gets it ripped away. Somehow Summer was able to save it, but it falls in the hands of the Black Knights. And here comes Myers, and she's going to go up and all the way in for the easy two. And Myers has been hard to stop all night. I got her close to 12 points, if not 12. Could be a little bit more, could be a little less. 6:45, and now the Black Knights have the lead. As Moore looking to get the ball in. And ripped away. It's going back and forth. The ball gets loose, goes out of bounds, and Happy Valley Warriors end up with it. As the Warriors had a hard time trying to break the press, Black Knights was able to look like get the steal, but went right back in the hands of the Warriors with the efforts from Jarrett. Anyway, timeout called as they take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of the VP playback. Carter County Games of the Week brought to you by Richard Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
All right, welcome back. Quick timeout break. Warriors now down here in the fourth quarter by 2. Ball taken away, and now Warriors are starting to have trouble with the turnovers. Good long pass down low, good ball movement there by Black Knights, but somehow they missed the ball, but they were able to get the rebound. But foul call on the Black Knights. The Warriors are going to have another opportunity as they had a little trouble getting the ball in. Press being put on by the Black Knights. Long pass to Summers. Summers having to play defense in order to get the ball back, but they get in the hands of Moore. Moore goes up, but before she lets it go, she gets a Network King Travel Agency travel. And just like that, they give the ball right back over to the Black Knights as the Black Knights now hold on to a 2-point lead here early in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock, 6 minutes left. Foul call on the floor.
Foul was on number 10, Bailey Jarrett, her second, team first.
Bailey Jarrett calls 2 fouls. Once again, ball on the floor, jump ball. This time possession is going to stay with the Black Knights. Black Knights successfully inbound the pass, driving straight to the bucket for the easy layup, but just rims out. And the Warriors had the rebound, but it got ripped away by Myers. Good ball movement there by the Black Knights. Myers takes the three. It's up, but just a little bit short as both teams are hustling to get the rebound. And they're trying to get in the hands of the point guard. And great hustle there by Riddick to fight for the ball. But unfortunately, the Black Knights will bring it in. Excuse me, the Warriors Inbounds the pass. Shanice Gardner being double teamed, able to get loose of the ball, rid of the ball. Now Jennifer with it. Foul call on the Black Knights.
Foul was on number 14, Chloe Kirkpatrick. Her first, 22nd.
All right, Coach Rick Anderson looking to coach his team to a victory, but right now they're having a little bit of trouble as the turnovers once again called on the Warriors as they're down by 2 with only 5:18 left in this one. The Warriors have been scoring in spurts, and then they'll kind of lull and fall into a dead period. And this happens to be one of the dead periods here. 2 minutes already gone by. 3-point shot taken by the Black Knights as they miss. But it goes off the Warriors, so they get another opportunity. As you see, time on the clock, 4:58 left. Nice inbound pass, and somehow it goes high in the sky, hits the top of the backboard, and just somehow slides its way in to give Myers an opportunity for an and one as they've extended the lead to 4 points. They haven't had a 4-point lead, I believe, not since the first quarter. But Myers looking to add to it and also add to her total for the night. This may put her at 15 as she's able to follow through. Ball's up and in, and good for Myers. Timeout taken. This is the full timeout, so guess what? We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more of the VP Playback. Carter County Games of the Week brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And the whistle's blown to end the timeout. As you see, Coach Rick Anderson is coaching as long as he can in that long full timeout break. As the Warriors find themselves down now by 5 points, the biggest lead for Chuckey Doak to this point. Black Knights take a three. Shanice Gardner there with a hard rebound says, "Get off me," as she swats two away. And they're going to charge her with the foul, I believe. She wasn't able to get away with it. Excuse me. Foul was not called on Shanice Gardner. Ball gets knocked out of bounds and now turns the ball back over to Chuckey Doak as they're looking to extend upon a 5-point lead with 4:37 left in the game. Be sure to stay tuned because coming up next we got another great one as the Warriors, the boys, will of course take on Chuckey Doak. Once again, a nice even matchup and a crucial game for both teams as they're going to be battling to get their first win in conference play. Just like the Lady Warriors and the Lady Black Knights are in this one, as the Black Knights have now extended their lead to 6. Second attempt, miss. And Moore gets it knocked away from him, goes out of bounds. So the Warriors now have an opportunity to try to crawl back into this one. Like I said, they have been dormant for a while. They've had their spurts. They'll go on a scoring streak, and then all of a sudden they just go dormant. And we're trying to wake the dead here as the shot's taken, hits the front of the rim, and just goes right out of bounds. And Jennifer Mutton a little bit too late as well as Shanice Gardner to try to get it. And with the 6-point lead, here comes the Black Knights. Fans are yelling 4 minutes to go. Let's go. As the Warriors are looking for some offensive magic to happen for them. It all starts with great defense. As you just see it happen there with Moore getting the steal, but it bounces right off of her. Kind of fumbles off both ladies, but foul's going to be called before it goes out of bounds. Called on the Black Knights for the Warriors. With the foul called on the floor, Myers called with it. That's Myers' third foul, by the way. So she's trying to hang in the game with 2 fouls to spare and 3:53 left in this one. Warriors have to come out of the drought, make it rain somehow, but if by that, another foul's called.
Gardner at the free throw line for Happy Valley with 2 shots. Foul was on number 22, Chloe Henderson, her second at 26.
So Shanice is going to get 2 opportunities. First attempt, a little rough there on the release, so the good thing is she gets another opportunity to wake the team up and break the drought. Second attempt, up, nothing but nets. She heard me tease her there, so she made sure she made that second shot, as that's going to give her 6 points for the night. Good crossover move there, Black Knights. Nice pass away, no look, up and in. Bishop makes 2. That takes it to a 6-point lead. Rebound by Moore, but it's taken away by the Black Knights. And with 3 minutes left, here they come. As the only points, I believe, made here in the fourth quarter comes from Shanice Gardner on the line. Moore brings it down, uses the left, backs it out, tries to get in on one of the guards. Braley now pushes to Aubrey. They got Aubrey in the game. You know, she's a good 3-point shooter. Riddick out of the game temporarily. So Kimber Pruitt gets an opportunity. She has 4 points for the night. She looks to bring within 2, but it starts with making the first one, and it's up and in for Pruitt. 5 points for Pruitt tonight. Pruitt's second attempt. Up and just bounces out, but cuts the lead to 6. As the Warriors are down with only 2:22 left. Riddick back in the game. Aubrey Whitehead out. Good position there by Moore to get the rebound. It gets in the hands of Riddick, and she's quick with the ball, and she's also a track star. Uses that left, but it gets it swatted out of bounds. But the Warriors are able to keep it. Like I said, I was talking with Amira over the Happy Valley Coaches Show. We found out that she's also a track star, runs the 100, 200, and on the relay teams. Maybe she can use that speed and quickness to help bring the Warriors back into it. Shot missed. Under 2 minutes. Myers gets fouled.
Foul was on number 12, Amila Riddick, her third, team 4.
Fourth team foul. Riddick called for the foul.
Happy Valley, full timeout.
As you can see, 1:51 left in this one. Guess what? It's a full timeout, so we'll be right back with more of the VP Playback. Carter County Games will be brought to you by Venture Productions TV.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Einsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv.
All right, once again, welcome back to the VP Playback Happy Valley Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We got a great one here tonight. Bayless Gymnasium. As the Warriors looking to try to scratch their way back into this one as they're down by 7. Excuse me, down by 6. Let's make sure we get the math right. Riddick lets it go to Moore. Finds it down low to Shanice Garner, but probably would prefer a nice bounce pass in there. That was a tough pass that Moore tried to make, but she had the right idea to try to get an easy bucket. Wide open three, you know Riddick's going to take it. It's up and, does not get to fully bounce, but somehow Moore is able to get the rebound as they fight for a jump ball, and the possession is going to go to the Black Knights as they have a 6-point lead with now just 1:19 left before this all over. This could be a heartbreaker for the Warriors. I know Coach Rick Anderson had his team fired up and ready to go, and they played so well up until the fourth quarter as they let a lead slide by them, and they've just been having trouble scoring points here in the fourth quarter. So they're going to have to do something quick. You're going to probably look at foul opportunities to be able to slow down the Black Knights. And there's one foul right there. With 1:07 left. That's going to be the 15th foul. So now that's going to put the Black Knights on the line. And all the Black Knights have to do at this point, if they want to close this out, is make sure they're successful at the 3-point line as they hold on to a 6-point lead. First shot attempt. Up and good. That's going to extend it to 7. Second attempt. Good. Chuckey Doak. 8-point lead. Timeout called. And we'll take a brief timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years, so call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This
As you see the cheerleaders go off the court, the buzzer has already rang, but Coach Rick Anderson is still keeping his team in the huddle as he's coaching his heart out to try to wake up his Lady Warriors with only 1:07 left in this one as they find themselves down by 8. Wild pass there, and not the right opportunity to have a turnover calls, but now under a minute. And just like that, with 54.8 seconds left, Summers called with the foul. And the Black Knights, like I said, they're now in control of the game. All they have to do is, once they get fouled, is keep making their free throws. Unless the Warriors are able to get a quick inbound steal, anything still can happen at this point. You got just under a minute left. So you know the game of keep away is now in effect. Ball goes out of bounds, off the Lady Black Knights. And the Warriors have an opportunity, if they can push the ball down the court, possibly get some of the three-point shooters in, which looks like they're doing that at this time, and give the Warriors a chance to get right back in. If they're able to make a three-point play, that's going to cut it to just 5 as 43 seconds are left on the clock. And quickly, Riddick's going to have to bring the ball down. They're going to have to make a decision to make one fast as she plays off the pick from Summers. As time's starting to wind down, just 30 seconds left, somebody's going to have to take a shot. Moore now with the ball. No time to think. They're going to have to react. But guess what? As they're worrying and thinking about it, the Black Knights there to take the steal. And just with 20 seconds left in this one, this is like it could be all Black Knights. As good effort there as the Warriors not giving up, able to get the steal. But once again, they're going to have to push it and push it quick. Riddick's going to have to come down and take a quick three. She's going to have to let the ball go. She tries to drive inside with the left, but miss. But there for the putback, up and in, miss. Another opportunity by Summers, and not with enough time. Well, just in enough time with 0.9 seconds left. She cuts it to 6. But I tell you what, the Warriors were just a little quicker on making a decision on letting that ball go before all those other extra opportunities they had. They may have had a chance, but even with the scorekeepers putting 2 full seconds back on the clock, it was down to 0.9, but after further reevaluation there, they put a full 2 seconds on the clock. But I don't know if that's going to be enough for Coach Rick Anderson and his Warriors, but I like the attitude that he's had as he steadily coaching them up, having his team not give up as they're down by 6 with 2 seconds left. So I know he's going to ask for a quick foul as quick as possible as soon as they inbounds the pass to give them any kind of chance to possibly at least cut it within 3. Here we go. Long pass, and they're going to let that one sail out of bounds. And that's not going to take any time off the clock, which, guess what? That's going to give the Warriors an opportunity to possibly make a long pass themselves, maybe get a shot off, and you never know if they can somehow maybe go back to that .09. Maybe they got just one last chance, but first they got to get the ball in and get a shot off quickly. So here we go. As they're going to have to quickly get the ball and release it fast as they can. The ball gets in. A little far. Ball gets loose. Had the right opportunity, but not enough time on the clock. And that's going to do it as Chuckey Doak steals one from the Warriors. And they're going to walk out of here with a victory and take back home a 6-point lead as Chuckey Doak gets the victory tonight here at Bayless Gymnasium. They're able to steal one here. The Warriors are on home. Guess what? Coming up next, we're going to break down this broadcast and reset up as the Happy Valley Warriors. The boys' games is up next. Coming up at 8 o'clock, we're going to see the Warriors take on Chuckey Doak. Boys' game coming up next. You've been watching the VP Playback Happy Valley Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We'll be right back with a new broadcast.
Are you concerned about your taxes this year? Well, if you thought you didn't need D&K Tax Service before, you definitely will need them now. You see, D&K Tax Service has been locally owned and operated for over 34 years. So call or come visit D&K Tax Service in Elizabethton, open year-round for your convenience.
Life comes at you fast. Make sure you're covered. Dennis McKesson, your local State Farm agent in Johnson City, is here to protect what matters most. From auto to home to life insurance, Dennis has you covered with personal service you can trust. Call Dennis McKesson State Farm today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This production is powered by the Network King Travel. Visit thenetworkkingtravel.com. Hindsight Imaging. We don't just take pictures, we create memories. Pizza Inn in Elizabethton for dine-in, carry-out, and catering. The King Network. And Venture Productions TV for weddings, videography, advertising, DJ, MC, TV hosting, and more. Go to ventureproductions.tv.